And we're live. Welcome along, everybody. You're with Midnight Heist Crew. I'm Eddie Van Axel, and this is Settlement Tour Sundays. Perfecto. We're here at Sunshine Tidings Co-ops. This is one of my favourite settlement locations and one of my favourite settlement builds. I have already done a settlement tour for the first build that I did here. As with all of my builds, these are themed. This build here is themed after the name Sunshine Tidings Co-ops. And for those of you that don't know, a co-op is kind of like almost like a hippie commune. You grow your own shit, you all live in the same place, you contribute work to the community, and then the community provides for each individual member and family, etc. The only difference here is that we are also a well-established trade outpost for the Minutemen. So if you haven't done so yet, carry on watching and then check out the first settlement tour that I did here to see just how big a change this place has undertaken. I know I'm walking around, so what we're doing with a new format for our settlement tours is we're actually going to do a quick tour first, where we show you around without drawing too much attention to the things that you're seeing, maybe a little bit here and there, but not all that much. Hopefully keeping the tours to a minimum of 10 minutes, and then coming back to certain areas of the tour, like for example, when we've done the short tour, I'm definitely going to come back to the armor shop right here, and show you a couple of extra quirky little things that I have built into these places. The reason being is some of you want to see the whole settlement relatively up close without having a hugely comprehensive explanation or examination of each room, and there are others of you who are like, oh, you go in there and I barely saw that thing, what was that thing in the corner, and so on and so forth. So let's cater to everybody by showing you quickly through the settlement and then doing an extended tour for extended coverage. This is a bedroom for the armor merchant that we've just been into the workshop to see, and that's his pull-out couch, sofa bed. Props to Bronze Warrior for showing me that one. Very creative. Alright, now we're sort of into the faster bits of the tour now. There's a kowtow. Toilet to your left there that you just briefly saw. Bedroom for our weapons dealer, which we're about to go and see, and one of our guards, who's also an avid hunter and fisherman, by the looks of that crab claw. Alright, so there are a couple of little lore things that I've created for my playthrough, for my roleplay, that I will go through in the extended bits of the tour. There's a shooting range there, just to test out the weapons after you've bought them. Alright. Bit of a pirouette there, bit of a spin around, and we go on. So while I walk around, I may as well just have a bit of a discussion with you. So one of the reasons I really like this place, apart from the fact that I really love the central building there with its free the robot signs, and how even more so that I've put robots to work in the fields. It's just that this place has character. I like these silos, I like the overall setting, the already established crop plots, with the raised ground, just everything about this location at its base before you build here is very cool. Feels very natural. Au naturel. Bit of a break area for our workers, for our human workers, and our robot workers. We don't discriminate if they want to go down there and have a break. Good on them. All the guard towers, all the guards are equipped with fully upgraded assault rifles and a mixture of heavy and sturdy combat armor, but they also at each guard post have at their disposal a sniper rifle. I realise they don't switch guns out. It's just a roleplay thing and I really like it. This is the, as you can see, the communal living area, the bunkhouse, barracks, whatever you want to call it. Another little area in here for their stuff. So, as with the majority of my settlements, I've gone for an era of realism, but more specifically, seeing as though I had already built this place, I was happy with the way it was, and then of course all the DLC assets came out, and I wanted to expand on it, and you know, it's like holy shit, look at what we've done now, sort of thing. Oh, just by the way, quick shout out to Mad Gamers. Mad Gamers came and visited me, and we had I showed him he had a bit of a pre-show of the tour, and he's like, just a couple of things that you might want to do here. So we listened to him and did them, and that looks way better. Hello! Oh shit, I'm sorry. Didn't realise the toilet was occupied. Right. Sorry about that, guys. So, as you'll notice, this is another fully fenced settlement. That was not easy. But what I was saying is, you know, I like to have a sense of realism. I try, you know, like, nobody wants big fucking floaty buildings, so we got supports. And the other thing too is, you know, like, if you have a look here, that is the shape of a barn. But then of course we've built on this wasteland looking shit around the edge of it to extend the size of the building, etc. Okay, cool. Our motivator. He's not here right now. Alright, cool. Apparel and clothing. Let's head on up in here. A quick look. Alright. So... but also apologies for the frame rate. Like, I try my best, but this place is so full. You know, it's like packed to the brim. It's almost to be expected, you know. Some of the smaller settlements, sweet as, but... And also, when I do finally film the carnival, when I'm able to film the carnival, you'll see that's some serious frame rate drops. Oh, let's get out of your way, sorry pal. Getting in the way of your working there. Right, here we go. Wasteland Clinic. We're almost at the end of the short part of the tour. Just quick glimpse. This is just a clinic. It's pretty self-explanatory. And the wheelchair in the corner there. But that came with the settlement that was already there. That's why we built the clinic here. This is for our... There's a bit of a story to why this room is this room. Private toilet. And in the extended part of this tour, I will explain the role-playing purposes of that room. Guard tower. Right. Let's hop on down here. And here we go, just a bit of a Brahmin pen outside, somewhere around here at the back here if you're feeling a bit overwhelmed and you need some alone time in this wasteland. God damn it, of all the places, okay, shut these doors. And head on around here. Here we go. This is, mess in a minute. This is exactly as it sounds, it's a mess hall. For Minutemen for the people that live here, for the people travelling in the wasteland. We have a bar, food storage area, cooking area. Oh, and there's my man, Hancock. And this fellow here runs Sunshine Tidings Co. Because what a G. Alright guys, so this is my favourite part of Sunshine Tidings Co-op. It is my workshop and paint booth amongst other things, and I just want to bang. Beautiful, eh? Look at that reveal. I just wish when I hit that switch those doors would fang open as well, but alright, so let's head on in here. So as you can see, this is not private. I don't lock this off from people. It is what it is. Well, armor I'm working on, power armor on display. Over here's the paint booth. Hopefully this guy's working on something. There we go. Paint booth. Right, and now we're going to come over here to one of my favourite parts. Is up here. Oh, look at all the people out there. They're just hanging out. It's because I've got that door closed. It's a glitch, I don't know. And this is my bed and my stuff. That's where I sleep. So everyone else gets a communal living, a nice area, nice quarters, and I get a mezzanine floor in a workshop. But I'm okay with that. Alright, now to one of the coolest parts, and one part that I pretty much want in any settlement. Hang on a second. And there we go. So, that was awesome. Everybody's just hanging out at my back fucking door. Wankers. Alright, let's head on up here. This is one of my favourite parts of the settlement, and in general, and I'd love to have something like this in every settlement, is my museum. Because, you know, I'm fairly narcissistic. And here we go. Bit of memorabilia, bit of collectibles, bit of this, bit of that. Absolutely beautiful, eh? Would you look at that? Fucking gorgeous. I love this place, I think it's so cool. And I'll come back up here too in the extended part of the tour. But that's about it. You've seen the workshop, you've seen the museum, I've taken you around all the shops, I've taken you through the gardens. Well, I haven't actually taken you through the gardens, through the field, but I mean, it's fields of mute group. I don't know how much there is really to show you. So that'll wrap it up for the short end of the tour. If you want to hang around, I'm going to head back to the armor shop, the weapon shop, a couple of other places just to show you a couple of little things that I didn't draw any attention to in the short part of the tour. If not, I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like, sub, hit us up in the comments, do you like it? Hopefully you like it as much as I do. If not, oh well, it's mine. Lucky this ain't an online game that you don't have to put up with this shit. Come and check us out on Twitch if you want to see us build these monstrosities. And all of our description, all of our details will be in the description below. And if you just hold on one hot second, I'll show you what this looks like at night time. Alright, so here we are, night time. I really like the way most of my settlements look at night. In this settlement, I've particularly focused on lighting pathways and buildings that people might dwell in, spend time in, and I haven't wasted time lighting empty space like the fields, because obviously people don't work in the crops at night anyway. So yes. Anyway, hope you liked it. If you're going to hang about for the extended tour, we're going to crack on with that right now. Starting with the museum, because we're right here. Alright, so the only thing I really wanted to show you in here, and I mean it's pretty common, it's quite commonsensical, but it is what it is. I really love the tiered floor. I love that this is a one room, but has a multi-level floor. In my opinion, I think it really sets off the different areas and the focus of each area. I mean, obviously this whole thing is a museum and things are on display. And you know, I've got a mixture of armor and weapons, etc. But You know, you sort of stand up here against this handrail and look down there. It's the same as when you stand down here. You know, like the power arm is very imposing. Same as the mannequin there in front of the flag that you might miss when you walk in. Just little bits and pieces and little details that look a lot cooler from each level, and just how effective that is as a means of altering the perspective of the room without really doing anything. So it's pretty simple to do. You just use a half wall and floor snap to it, simple as that. Yeah, so just a tip if you're interested, that's how we do it. And on that note, we're going to leave here and go downstairs. Alright, so here we are in my workshop. As you can see, stair set leading up to my mezzanine floor where I sleep. That was terribly difficult to do. I would not recommend it unless you managed to fluke it through first time. That wasn't fucking easy, getting this whole area square and through the roof. Good luck, have fun. One little thing I didn't show you guys before, I don't think, is this area here. This is, for my dude, this is where my dog meat sleeps, and where I sit to contemplate life. Plus it's my throne, because as well as narcissistic, I'm an arrogant prick, and I have a throne, because I'm fucking cool. What I really wanted to show you, though, is not in the workshop, but the paint booth. So, we're going to come on in here, shut this door behind us, turn on this switch right here. Now that light is bright enough that people outside can see and know that we are in here busy. Safety first, here at Sunshine Tidings Co-op. We're going to hit this switch and we're going to rainbow paint the power armor. Now, I realised that it doesn't work, as in it doesn't actually leave any paint on the power armor. It is what it is. It's just a concept, and I love it. Bit of paint, just because. Oh, I'm getting hit in the head. And there we go, my half painted, not quite complete X01 power armor. I mean, I have got complete sets, but just saying, just for aesthetics. Alright, now we're going to head on over to the shops, the first being the armor store. Righty ho, here we go. Now I came in before and we had a bit of a glimpse, but we really didn't go through too much. So first of all, when you come in here, apart from there being a ton of armor mannequins around, not a ton, there's like 6 or 5. We've got changing rooms here. If you get a big one, or if you're particularly beautiful and you don't mind being a bit of an exhibitionist, jump on in there without the door. If you're a little bit ashamed of what you're packing, you know, it's not quite the Gauss rifle that your pal's got. It's the 32 snub-nosed pistol. There we go. We've got a door for your privacy. Now, this section here is just where I come and put all my stuff from the wasteland when I've finished questing, because this is where I come back to. And that there is to test your armor out. Yeah, that's hence the caution sign. So let's take a look at what that does. So, as you can see, I'm standing in front of the raider here. Well, just to the right of him, but I'm there nonetheless. What this is just once again, it's just a concept. It's a non-lethal way to test the impact resistance of your armor. Role-playing wise, look at that. And of course, I'm not getting hit right now, but I am getting shot at. Oh, there you go! I got hit. Woohoo! Wonder if the paint's gonna show up. Oh, nope. Yeah, woohoo! Okay, cool. Now that that's happened, we can move on to the weapon store. Alright guys, here we are over at Guns and Bullets. Aptly named because, well, he sells guns and ammo. Here we go, bit of a shooting range. Cool, cool, cool. Now we're going to go on in here, and what I want to show you, and just briefly talk about, apart from the fact that I think this is my favourite shop, is, first of all, it's all enclosed, as you can see. I've roofed it all off, it's all good to go. What I really wanted to talk to you about was these weapon racks. So the weapon racks can be a little bit difficult to fill out to make look like they are full. As you can see, I've made those look quite full. Quite simply, what you do, if you have a look through here, you'll see another set of weapon racks where I've got pistols. There's two 10mm pistols and a 44 revolver, and on the other side I have long weapon racks with various ballistic rifles. On the back wall, however, as you'll see, I've got all laser rifles. That is the technique to making a really full looking weapon wall. What you want to do is get yourself two short weapon racks and put them next to each other, and then a long weapon rack. It is also just as effective with one short and one long. The point being is you need to put a short weapon rack first, and then on the right hand side of that short weapon rack you put a long weapon rack. It makes all the difference. Make sure, however, that you end whatever row of weapon racks you're making with a long. And if you don't, so if you go short, 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 long, perfect. If you go short, long, short, it won't look as good. You're gonna get quite big. You'll get quite a big gap between the things otherwise. So what I've done here is, and this is the tip. Sorry for rambling. Here we go. Get yourself a laser rifle. It doesn't work so well with plasma, or a laser pistol. Make sure, go and do it up at the workbench. Make sure that you've got a long barrel on it. A long barrel, a sniper barrel, or an automatic barrel. All three types of barrels are quite long looking. Then also chuck a muzzle attachment on the end of it. I have one of each, as you'll be able to see. What that does is it elongates the weapon beyond the edge of the weapon rack, encroaching on the next weapon rack, which of course brings them all closer together, henceforth filling out the wall. If you don't use those designs like I have, it'll look like that with big fucking gaps. If you want that, that's fine. As you can see, I don't mind that. I just really liked the way that looked after I sort of figured that out. So I was like, yep, we're going to go with that on that wall. Cool. Couple more things to show you guys. We're going to head over to the bunkhouse. Alright, so here we are at the bunkhouse. You can see up here, I have one of my workers sleeping on a bunk bed. I was a little bit disappointed that Bethesda did not release anything in the way of bunk beds when they brought out the Vault-Tec DLC, but this is a nice little alternative. So what you want to do is very simply grab a half wall in barns or warehouse, schwack it down, grab a half floor, not a little floor, a half floor. It'll snap straight onto that, and then if you want to do what I did here, which is replace the half floors with little floors, snap little floors to it, gives you these nice little box sections, makes it look a bit more sturdy, and then you just use your supports to get them in place. I really like it. I think it's a really effective way to position your beds, and it fills out space nicely while at the same time conserving space. Cool. Alright, two more things that I want to show you, and then a bit of a surprise for hanging out with me for so long, because I know this is longer than what it would normally be, but I'm really proud of this. It's my favourite, so bear with me. Two more things. First one right now. So, just quickly, at this settlement when I first came here, I killed all the ghouls as a part of the mission, and their bodies won't disappear. There's absolutely nothing that I can do about it. There's mods, but this is built without mods, and this playthrough, my character, I don't use mods with, so that's not an option for this character, which is fine. So what I've done instead is I've moved the body will always respawn in the same place. Please note, if you blow the body up, it will still respawn in the same place. It'll just respawn in bits and pieces, and fuck all you can do about it. So what I've done here, instead of blowing this guy to smithereens and having him in lots of little bits and pieces, I've moved his body. I've put a table right there where he would be, where he is, as you can see. And then when he respawns in that spot, he's just lying on the table. I actually spent a lot of time getting this perfect so that his legs hung over the edge rather than glitching through the table, and for whatever reason, now doesn't matter where I put that, he does either glitch through the table to the point where he would be not glitching through the table, and then I'll come back another day and he will be completely underneath the table. This is the spot I found that makes it the best for him. Cool? Cool. One more thing before I take you to something I deliberately stepped out on. So here we go. Here we are in this little box car which come bedroom. So what I've done, and I do this quite often, is I've given one of my settlers a little bit of personality. So obviously we can't name them, they're just faceless nobodies. However, I have a little bit of a backstory, and this helps me to deal with not only one of the most frustrating things that I've come across in Fallout 4 in general, but it provides a nice neat little backstory and gives me a role-playing reason why I might have so much Vault-Tec stuff. There is a guy that should be here, and he is not, which makes this a little bit more difficult. Let's go and find him. Give me one hot minute. Alright, so as I said, there was a guy that should be there. I found him, he's here, he's just hanging out. He's my friend. This is a survivor from Vault 88. At least in my roleplay game it is. He was trapped in one of the other buried sections of the vault. When we came along and excavated it, we rescued him. He was offered a place in the vault by the overseer, and he basically told her to get fucked, just shy of blowing her head off, because he couldn't understand why in 200 goddamn years no one, not her and not any of the feral ghouls that were once not feral ghouls, never tried to fucking dig him out. They have tools, they have a means to make power. They do nothing. They sit around for 200 years until we come along and fucking help them. So this guy, as much as I am, was fed up and said, fuck that shit. I gave him a place to live, which is here. I gave him a job, which is head of security, and in return, he helped us lug back a bunch of Vault-Tec shit which is littered around our settlement, including the high-tech medical equipment in our clinic. There you go. I hope you like my little backstory for this fellow here, who I've named Brian. Because just like Brian Wilkes in Fallout 3, this motherfucker was left behind. God damn. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed the settlement tour, and I hope you enjoyed my little backstory. I've got one surprise for you, and a little bit of a treat if you're still here, because I know this is really long. Oh, by the way, I've been on Reddit, I've been on YouTube, I've been fucking everywhere. I've tried everything that I possibly can to get rid of the spark. There's lots of different ways to get rid of it. I've tried them all. None of them fucking work. If anybody has anything that I can give a go, leave it in the comments and tell me, because goodness me, I really want to get rid of that fucking spark. Okay. Alright, so this here is my podium where I address all of my settlers and all of our guests. That's where I speak. And when we've had a good week, or if something particularly exciting is going on, I have something special. And I have something special for you. Alright guys, thank you so much for being with us. I hope you enjoy our little fireworks show here. All of our details are in the description below, including a link to the first tour that I did of Sunshine Tidings Comps here, so go and check those out so you can have a bit of a reference for what it used to look like. Oh, I'm not sure what that flickering is. The screen obviously doesn't like fireworks very much. But there we go. This is a little bit longer than what our settlement tours would normally be, just because I've a lot of pride in this place. I really like it. It's my favourite. So I wanted to give you a comprehensive tour and show you. Keep an eye out. Bronze and I are going to be doing a cinema tour of my carnival, which is going to be awesome. That's currently I'm making a few improvements to frame rate because right now I literally can't walk around the place without the game. Thank you so much. Once again, as I said earlier, like, subscribe to come check out more cinemas. And thanks again for being with us with Midnight Heist Crew. And when life gives you lemons, make runs.